How you doing, Sam? Displaying your current portal grade.
Online at long last. This ought to do wonders for our ability to monitor corrodium levels by the plague gate, as well as keep an eye on the Tarkans. More accurate data will definitely make travel safer for you and your friends aboard the DHV Magellan too. Ever since the plague gate appeared, we've been seeing increasingly dramatic anomalies all throughout the Australian continent. Some theorise that the UCA's connection to the chiral network destabilised all areas without coverage. But what's done is done though. Our best bet is to follow suit and connect Australia too. It may also serve you to know that there are 4 environmental observatories, including this one. If you can bring them all onto the network, we're confident we'll be able to calculate where and when the next plague gate will appear. Anyway, you should already have access to the data we designated for you.
Now, if we could only manage to get that old road patched up and usable.
Well, there's our schematic for an MP shell variant grenade. MP shells explode on impact, and non-lethal munitions that can not only incapacitate humans, but also deal corrosive damage to mechs. And while they're not as effective as blood grenades, they can definitely hurt BTs too. In any case, you might want to keep a few stashed in your grenade pouch at all times. We've also shared data for a grenade pistol. While it's only good for a few shots, this gun lets you fire MP shell grenades as projectiles. Its small profile means it packs easily as cargo and it won't get in the way. Naturally, it'll fit snugly into any handgun holster as well. Our last contribution is the battle skeleton. Like other skeletons you may have used, it increases your maximum carrying capacity and movement speed. This particular model also provides additional protection. However, when you boost it to move faster, or whenever you benefit from its damage reduction capabilities, it'll consume battery power, so make sure you have enough to spare. If you find yourself running low while on the road, you'll need to use a generator or borrow a private room somewhere to recharge. You want to take one out for a spin?
It once ran through this region. Saw quite a lot of traffic from what I hear. If you scrounged up enough materials to keep the autopaver fed, you could make it just like it was back in the old days. But it's not like we have everything we need just lying around. Restoring roads is a massive undertaking, to put it mildly.
Having said all that, east of this facility, you'll find the smoke kiln line.
Get them operational and processing ores again, and you should have no trouble securing requisite materials.
I've posted a sub-order for this task, so take it on if you're interested.
We can't thank you enough, Sam. Before you go, you've been getting a lot of praise for all your hard work. And in recognition of this, it seems you've been officially cleared to take on standard orders. Between the harsh conditions and the violent outlaws, there are fewer and fewer folks willing to serve as porters these days. But there's no shortage of people who need help. So I encourage you to take a look if you're interested.
You can review the available requests by bringing up the list via your ring terminal. You'll find a new sub-order too. We need someone to restore the mine. Bet you could benefit from having it operational as well. Anyway, thanks again for going above and beyond. Best wishes and safe travels to you, my friend.
That's some good work, Sam. The DHV Magellan's parked not too far from your position. You'll be able to pick up your next order on the ship. But before that, you should head back to your room and rest up. I imagine you're both pretty tired. You and Owen.
Order received. Well done. take a break? Talking in your sleep. Kept repeating the name Amelie.
Sam, Tarman here. I'd like to brief you on this next order of yours. Once you're ready to head out, access the delivery terminal on the DHV Magellan to proceed.
So, the files say you worked with Amelie to connect everyone in the UCA to the chiral network. But that despite your best efforts, an extinction event known as the Last Stranding seemed destined to kill us all. Until Amelie found a way to put a stop to it. She single-handedly sealed off the extinction entity's beach, preventing countless BTs from invading our world, and in doing so saved humanity. But why am I telling you this? You were there to witness it all with your own two eyes. And you, of all people, must know that humanity can never truly escape extinction. The ultimate goal of Drawbridge's mission is to overcome the Death Stranding. If we succeed, we will be fulfilling Amelie's dying wish. At least that's how I see it. So in order to survey an area, I have to rely on a very special power. My strength of will, you might say. The requisite focus can be rather exhausting, but I'm happy to grin and bear it since it's for your sake. So, if you deem it necessary, feel free to send me airborne as many times as you like. It won't use up any battery or chiral crystals either. All it requires is that I place my absolute faith in you. Which I do, so don't hesitate to ask for help.
Sam, been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say?
The weapons they were wielding were impressive, and the brigands themselves were a tough, imposing bunch. You know, Sam, you can have me scout ahead if it would make your life easier. Just toss me into the middle of their camp, and I can give you a better picture of what to expect. It's not very sophisticated, but it works. Just promise you won't throw me anywhere weird.
When the first APAC expedition came to Australia, the brigands saw them as invaders and rejected their overtures. They were unwilling to embrace the change that the chiral network could bring to their world. While their motives differ, I'm reminded of the Luddite movement and their violent opposition to new technologies. Brigands seem committed to not killing their enemies, at least. If only they had channeled their energies into a constructive dialogue with us.
Ah, yes. Those wandering DTs we encountered, I believe people call them Watchers. A fitting name given their behavior. The way they seem to be eyeing us with such disconcerting intensity. Oof. They can't see everything, though. No, they've definitely got some blind spots. Meaning, you might be able to avoid combat by evading detection and sneaking past unnoticed. Nothing like a warm shower after a hard day's labor. Am I right, Sam?
Mic was off. Cup.
That sure looked good, Sam. I don't really have anything else to say right now.
Get up.
Are you alright, Sam? What was that just now? Did something happen?
Sam, about the next site we wanted you to bring online with the Cupid. It seems we have a little problem. The tar currents nearby have grown unstable. Under these conditions, it's unlikely we'll be able to establish a chiral network connection. Our scans have identified a potential cause. An unknown device located within a brigand outpost to the north of West Fort Knot. It's hardly an elegant solution, but we need you to destroy it. When you're ready, take on this main order to proceed. The client in this case is the musician. I can't wait to hear what he has to share with the network. Don't let us down, Sam. Hey Sam, this is Tarman. The disruptor device we need you to disable is located in this area. You should have no trouble whatsoever destroying it using MP bullets or MP shells. Alternatively, consider getting close enough to access the device directly. You can use your ring terminal to have APAS hack into it, allowing you to disable it without resorting to brute force. Be advised though, Sam, that some of the brigands you'll encounter on site will be wearing armor protecting both their heads and bodies, and that every one of these armored units will be wielding a rod. No doubt their aim is to fortify themselves against ranged attacks, allowing them to move in and engage you at close quarters. In light of this development, we've gone ahead and added armored enemies to our VR weapons and combat training programs. This way you can experiment with various methods and find a means of dealing with them that's suited to your personal strengths. That's all the information I have for now. Review your potential routes and finalize your equipment loadout before heading out. We're counting on you, Sam. Commencing route creation.
on entering enemy territory while carrying all that. With that much cargo, they'll spot you in no time. Why not stash your backpack and any excess equipment somewhere safe, and take only what you need for now?
Okay.
Okay, what do I need? Management.
look at me, Sam. Tall man reporting in. Sam, disable the target. And don't forget to collect your things before moving on.
What things? Oh yeah, okay. Sneak in, sneak out. All done.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
Hold on. You're with Drawbridge, am I right? Hope the brigands weren't too much trouble. Oh, you look okay. Glad you can make it. Alright, let's take a look at this cargo of yours. I can see you took extra care with this. Thank you. Talk about one crazy surprise. I've given up on this one. Appreciate it. I'll definitely have more work for you if you want it. I've been waiting a long time for this. Okay, you should...
Now displaying your current port screen.
This is really something. I'm part of the chiral network, which means everyone can finally listen to my songs. Then with the music player, you'll be able to set the mood for your adventures. And just like that, the world's gotten so much bigger. Yeah, looks like my weapon data has been shared with everyone too. So about the recording you brought me, it almost sounds like a whale song. But there's something off about it. I'll need more time to figure it out. Anyway, I'll send you updates via the SSS. The tarman's the one who recorded it. He said he heard it while he was out tar fishing. Have a listen. Call me crazy, but we might be dealing with something like a whale. Another interesting thing to note, creatures that hear this song make an effort to avoid the source. There's not much else I can say with confidence. However, give me some time to analyze it, and I might get you some answers. Yeah, I got it from a friend who knows all about weapons. This is way back in the day, when I was traveling in search of new music. He said I need to protect myself, taught me how to use it and everything. But I never did in the end. Just as well, I'm better with instruments, you know? Apparently this shines when you break it out at close range. Incorporates the latest tech as well, so it ought to pack one hell of a punch. In an ideal world, we wouldn't ever need stuff like this. But I bet it's necessary even for you. Do what you gotta. Yep, I can really immerse myself in my work here. Sadly, all the music I've made never gets heard by anyone else. Still, that's about to change. Because of that update I pushed you earlier, the new music player function, remember? In it, you'll find a sample of my work. When you've got the time, be it on the job or relaxing somewhere, why don't you take a listen? Gotta get going, huh? Well, hey, thank you for the help. You know, I've been wondering how those brigands got their hands on the disruptor thing. I'm just saying, they certainly don't have to know how to build one. It's kind of worrying. Oh yeah, I had another favor I wanted to ask, if that's cool. I lost some cargo near and dear to my heart, even though I tried my best to keep it safe. I've tracked it to this dangerous place. Too dangerous for someone like me. The request's open to anyone willing to accept, but something tells me you'll deliver. Get it? Anyway, if this kind of works up your alley, then take a look at my suborder.
Thank you so much, Sam. I have high hopes for his work, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see what comes of it. As for that strange device, it seems that its effect on the tar currents blocked all chiral communications. So I think it's only fair that we call it a chiral jammer. Anyway, while the currents in the area have settled down somewhat, we've received a number of troubling new reports. For one, a tar eruption was recorded in the direct vicinity of Westport Knot. A group of figures clad in red and a large unidentified black mass were observed just prior to this eruption as well. Needless to say, the anomalous tar current activity near Westport Knot may be related to these events. so we can't afford to ignore them and proceed with network expansion. We've got no choice but to investigate and address any cause that may be present on site. The corresponding main order has been added to this delivery terminal. I've got a feeling a difficult fight might be ahead of you, Sam. I strongly advise you to prepare accordingly.
Order completed. Well done.
Right.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care.
Has someone got one already?
Thanks for the help.
it exactly? Okay. Covers.
Like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off. All that remains now is to drop it off. Notice that sign, Sam? Think you notice that sign, Sam? Think someone might we could lend them a hand if we have time. I don't know. Perhaps we could lend them a hand if we have time. We can always build a sign of our own. We can always build a sign of our own.
on that order. I'm waiting for you.
Decided to take on that order,
cargo then. Okay, I'll check out the cargo then.
This is the picture. This is the picture. You're always there just when I need you. You're always there just when I need you with this data. Allow me to express my gratitude with this data. Do you have enough materials? Why don't I increase the amount you withdraw from here? Why don't I increase the amount you withdraw from here?
Now displaying your current porter grade. Now displaying your current porter grade.
You are incredible. And with talents like those, incredible. You might even. And with talents like those, you might even catch their eye. I went and shared another music sample with you, by the way. I went and shared another music sample with you, by the way. I would love it if you had to listen. If you can, I would love it if you had to listen. That's right. Or so I've heard. That's right. They live on the edge of a tar lake. To explore the limits. They live on the edge of a tar lake. To explore the limits. Only interested in meeting exceptional folks. Only interested in meeting exceptional folks capable of pushing. Nobody has come along that. Sadly, nobody has come along that fits the bill. Makes for an interesting story, huh? What kind of person? Which has me wondering, what kind of person would be good enough? Yeah, got it from a kindred spirit in the UCA. Yeah. Got it from a kindred spirit in the UCA. Stuff that'll hit you right in the con. When you head back to your room, have a listen. When you head back to your room, have a listen. For real, you'll be hooked. Again, thank you so much, Sam. Again, it's weird. Thank you so much, Sam. I know I'd stored it's weird, safely. Though. How did something I know I'd stored safely end up in a place like that? Keep an eye on your own stuff. Anyway, you might want to keep an eye on your own stuff. Take care, and please come back soon.
Order completed. Well done. Order completed. Well done.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. Another porter. The delivery will be assigned to another porter. Commencing route creation. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Delivery route finalized.
Order accepted. Thank you. Order accepted. Thank you.
Feel free to stop by. Feel free to stop by.
he's Sam the man. Got us. Come on, mate. So. Oh man, the controls suck. Can I just pass through, man? I guess they haven't improved this shit. Come on.
Our destination. Nearly at our destination. See anything suspicious?
Secure. Measures lifted. Weapons detected. Measures lifted. Weapons detected. Immunized. Usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Been a long time.
Fuck, how you still alive? Fuck, how you still alive?
Oh, no, I'm just come to take my revenge on you and that. Come to take my revenge on you and that bitch fragile on the other side. All the way from the other side. Of course, there's no point in trying to kill you. Of course, there's no point in trying to kill you when you won't stay dead. But there are other ways to make you suffer. Plenty of other ways to make you suffer. Huh? The kid kicked the bucket, huh? The kid kicked the bucket, huh? Shame. Goddamn shame. Goddamn shame. I wouldn't just out. Lugging that car. Going on a walkabout. Going on a walkabout. Well, that's touching. Even if you don't, I would. Goddamn thing about. I would. Look. Goddamn thing about.
What are you saying?
Lou.
What are you saying?
Maybe I can't kill you. Maybe I won't die, but can't kill you. Lou won't die, but everything can lose everything you love. Torture yourself for the rest of time. And torture yourself for the rest of time. Death will never come for you. Knowing that death will never come for you. You go on your little walkabout. You go on your little walkabout. Go wherever you want. But I will be damned if I let you link up this con. But I will be damned if I let you link up this con. Extinction's my creed, though. Extinction's my creed, though. No. Build a world where fear and violence are king. Fear and violence are king. And who do you think will come out on top, Sam? And who do you think will come out on top, Sam? With your hippy-dippy network? With your hippy-dippy network? With my more rough and tumble methods. I can't wait to find out. It's the good old-fashioned. Cruelty or collaboration. An eternal choice. Let's put him to the test. Let's put him to the test.
seems to have done some damage. Something else instead.
And you won?
Nearly at our destination. Nearly at our destination. See anything suspicious?
Security measures. Welcome, sir. Security measures detected. Be advised that weapons detected. Be advised that grounding is restricted inside facility grounds.
done some damage.
Well done, Sam. That last attack of yours seems to have left a mark. That last attack of yours seems to have left a mark.
Now let's get this place on the chiral network.
Cargo management.
Right. We need to assess the situation. Photos like that are no joke. Photos like that are no joke. But you made it look easy. I hope we can continue. This moment's been a long time coming. I hope we can continue. This moment's been a long time coming. Please use your cube.
Now displaying your current porter grade. Now displaying your current porter grade.
Great. No issues establishing the chiral network connection. No issues establishing the chiral network connection. Out to recover the wreckage of that. We've sent some folks out to recover the wreckage of that giant mech that attacked us earlier. Only if we learn anything of value, we'll be sure to relay. If we learn anything of value, we'll be sure to relay to Strawberry to our rescue. By the way, thanks again for coming to our rescue.
Sam, this is the president. Sam, due to your tireless efforts, Westford Knot is now part of the chiral network. I salute you. A great achievement. I salute you. This expansion has done little to address the anomalous activity observed across the continent. Elsewhere, disruptions in the tar currents are growing ever more prevalent. Only by connecting all of Australia and we hope to resolve this situation. We will create the and by doing so, we will create the optimal conditions for a new plague gate to manifest as well. We are one step closer to making the chiral verse a reality and ensuring humanity overcomes extinction. The road ahead is still fraught with peril, but I have the utmost faith in your capabilities. Please take a well-deserved break aboard the DHV. Please take a well-deserved break aboard the DHV Magellan.
Well done. Order completed. Well done.
Was it really his? Was it really his? Alive?
He called himself a ghost, but... He called himself a ghost,
found a way back from the beach just so he found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
It's definitely his voice I heard. It's definitely his voice I heard. His face, but yeah. I didn't get a good look at his face, but yeah. On you and me. He said he came back to get revenge on you and me. Screwing with our plans to link up Australia. Screwing with our plans to link up Australia was just another way to do that.
They were all in red. They were all in red, just like the ones at your place. Just like the ones at your place. That could have been him too. That could have been him too.
You think that was Higgs? You think that was Higgs? Did you see him hurt Lou?
I'm not
Did you see him hurt Lou? Fragile, I need you to remember. Fragile, I need you to remember.
I only caught a glimpse. I only caught a glimpse. They were all wearing red. But they were all wearing red. This is all my fault. This is all my fault. I had him at my mercy on Amelie's beach. I had him at my mercy on Amelie's beach. If I'd only finished him off. If I'd only finished him off. None of this would have happened.
Yourself. You can't blame yourself.
I can.
You know, something's been bugging me. You know, something's been bugging me. Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou. It hit me after. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. The kid's whole life is a total mystery to me. I mean, the kid's whole life is a total mystery to me. So I gotta ask, can you look into Lou's past? Find out what you can. Can you look into Lou's past? Find out what you can. The ship's crew. You all have connections the ship's crew. UCA, right? You all have connections within the UCA. And at least one of you has to have access to the UCA. At least one of you has to have access to the UCA archives that were recovered by the Chiral Network.
All right, Sam. All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
Really, Sam, there's such a thing as too tight. Really, Sam, there's such a thing as too tight. That must have been quite the nightmare. That must have been quite the nightmare. I can't feel my legs.
Lou. Lou.
Was that tasty, Sam? Was that tasty, Sam? Why don't you try freshening up with a shower? Why don't you try freshening up with a shower? You know, I've been thinking. Fragile holds herself personally responsible for those tragic events. Behind the attack,
If Higgs was indeed behind the attack, then I can understand why she feels that.
For setting everything in
Why
motion.
she blames herself for setting everything in motion.
Not to let any of it show.
She's resolved not to let any of it show.
Put on a brave face.
To bottle it up and put on a brave face.
Did she?
She didn't used to smoke before, did she?
It's a form of self-punishment she's
I
adopted.
suspect it's a form of self-punishment she's
gives
adopted.
rise to a cycle of
Vengeance
violence.
gives rise to a
Higgs
cycle
wouldn't
of
have
violence.
it any other way.
And Higgs wouldn't have it any other way.
Complete this journey.
She's
together
committed
with
to helping you complete this
Get you
journey
back on
together
your
with
feet.
you.
And if
To
she
get you
believes
back
she
on
has
your
to
feet.
bury her emotions,
And if she
and
believes
play
she
the
has
part
to
of a
bury her
hard-nosed
emotions
commander
and
to
play
do
the
that.
part of a hard-nosed
She will.
commander to do that,
That's what I think, anyway.
she will. That's what
I'm
I
sure
think.
you can
anyway.
understand her position.
I'm sure you can understand her position.
That masked man. That was Higgs,
That
wasn't
masked
it?
man.
I had no idea
was
he
Higgs,
commanded
wasn't
such
it?
terrible
I had
powers.
no idea he commanded such
Summon a
terrible
giant
powers.
mech single-handedly.
Summon a giant mech
Expect he's
single-handedly.
behind recent disruptions to the
I
tar
expect
currents
he's behind
too.
recent disruptions
Well,
to the tar currents
You don't have
too.
to face him alone, Sam.
Well, you don't have to face him alone, Sam. You have me for backup.
Is that Horizon Dreamer
Sam,
I spy on your music
Is that
collection?
Horizon Dreamer I
It's one of
spy on your
Daiichi
music
Miura's
collection?
best songs.
That's one of Daiichi
I'd love to
Miura's
hear it
best
again.
songs.
To listen and
I'd love
remember
to hear
my
it again.
family.
To listen and remember my family.
Come to think of it, the brigands object to
Come to think
virtually
of it,
all forms
the
of
brigands
change,
object to virtually
which
all
begs the
forms of
question
change.
of how they managed to
Which
get their
begs the
hands on
question
that
of how they
disruptor
managed to
device,
get their
or
hands on that
chiral
disruptor
jammer,
device,
doesn't it?
or chiral jammer, doesn't
yes.
it?
Apparently, you can create your own custom playlist for the music. You can create your own custom playlist for the music. Recommendations? I'm all ears. If you have any recommendations? I'm all ears, Sam.
Okay.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions. If you refuse.
But what makes you think you have a choice? But what makes you think you have a choice?
Sam, it's Charlie. Another request is ready for you. Charlie. You'll find another request is ready for you. On the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal. As a main order on the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into this. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into a separate investigation. Meanwhile, Giant is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. We would like you to focus on extending the network. We would like you to focus on extending the network can handle. That is a task only you can handle. We will have much more information at our disposal. We will have much more information at our disposal. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at Westport. You won't be able to proceed until the situation at Westport is not there in dire need of additional supplies. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies. They don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. Enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. To alleviate the situation. This next order is intended to restore the situation north of F1. You're to restore the mine station to working order. And its monorail station to working order, after which you'll deliver a large quantity of settlement materials from the mine. As this is a somewhat complicated order. As this is a somewhat complicated as you review the map. I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Make this main order. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority.
through several steps to complete this order. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. Collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHP Magellan. Waiting for you on the DHP Magellan F1. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. Submit the materials using the terminal on site. Submit the materials using the terminal facility to working order. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Access the terminal again to commence mining operations. Access the terminal again to commence mining operations. A large quantity of materials should be extracted. A large quantity of materials should be extracted. Materials to West Fort. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort located at the mine. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials. Use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Commencing route creation. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Delivery route finalized.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser. On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. Floating carriers. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. These carriers are ideal. Floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain, fabricating one and loading the materials onto it. That sounds good to you. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo and loading the materials onto it, and when you're not using the carrier as a cargo, makeshift skateboard, you can hop aboard. Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function. Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function. So keep a supply on hand.
My name's Sam too. I'm Sam. My name's Sam too.
Since you brought this data to the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to the chiral network. Perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. To go and say hello?
Thanks. Thanks for the help. Thanks for the help.
Not enough reason. Not enough reason.
Well done, Sam. I've never seen a working monorail before. Well done, Sam. Think of all... I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all...
Please submit materials. Please submit materials.
Very good, Sam. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail for transport. Let's begin by accessing that delivery terminal.
last long at this rate, Sam. Handle it with greater care, please.
Manage to restore the monorail, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Let's take a look at these materials you brought. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought. Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while. Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while. We've made some great strides in our research thanks to you. If it's alright. We've made some great strides in our research thanks to you. If it's alright, we'd like you to have this. Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw. Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Now displaying your current porter grade. Now displaying your current porter grade.
Here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Here's a little something extra as thanks. They sure weren't easy to come by. Just for you. A real collector's item. Suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item here. We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, we really appreciate your help. It's going to take an awful lot of resources. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. You can bring us large shipments of materials monorail operational. You can bring us large shipments of materials towards getting other sections up and running again. That's going to go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. I'm pretty fond of them myself. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself. It's a large four-wheel drive vehicle. Boasts significant cargo carrying capacity. It's a large four-wheel drive vehicle. The driver's significant cargo carrying capacity for the hard-working by design. The driver's seat is in an elevated position and exposed by design. And engage enemies. This allows the driver to survey their surroundings more easily and engage enemies with small arms if necessary. Parts as you like. You can customize it quite a bit too. Attach all kinds of different parts as you like. But you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. A lot of parts are still in development, but you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. On the Chiral network. The schematics for this vehicle have already been shared with everyone on the Chiral network. Even more new parts. Which means that we can look forward to other people driving crafting even more new parts. The monorail network was extensive and one stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. The monorail network was extensive and one stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline significantly. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. It's not been possible and with the constant threat of BTs if you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Just something even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, we're so grateful just for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
The people here now have more than enough. You managed to save the day, Sam. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery to their needs. But first, they should be able to prepare cargo to share next delivery to. But first, return to the DH Magellan so we can talk about Lou. Return to the DH Magellan so we can talk.
Well done. Order completed. Well done.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? Hey, Sam. I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more
I
about
have
Lou?
updates for you. We followed up on a message that
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
About how there was another BB-20 lab, not Lou. Who about how there was another BB-28 4 years ago. Who, according to the records, you and Lou met was decommissioned. Was about 2 years ago now. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now. Disposal. When you were entrusted with the BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28. Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage. Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
What you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number,
As for Lou's mother,
Lou inherited
following the C-section, it seems she passed away. As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, and it seems she passed away. Pretty much is the extent of our recent discoveries. And that pretty much is the extent of our recent discoveries. Support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment. But we still have no idea why they did it. The serial number reassignment.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about. Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his games.
I want to know everything about Lou.
Chasing after the past. You're playing his games wants you to do. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know. I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, Sam, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
decided to leave a few books for you. Sam, right there by your bed. Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Wonderful way to take your mind off. Right there by your bed. Trust me. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me. Feeling well rested after some quality shut-eye? Feeling well rested after some quality shut-eye? Why don't you try freshening up with a shower? I don't believe I've ever laid eyes on. There are organisms in this area that I don't believe I've ever laid eyes on creatures, and they come in all shapes and sizes. That they're called chiral creatures. They will drain your batteries if you come into contact with them. Apparently, they will drain your batteries if you come into contact with them. And really, there may be other deleterious effects for all we know. There's nothing to be gained from it. And really, you shouldn't be bothering them anyway. There's nothing to be gained from it. It's not like they drop coins when defeated. That's Tarman's son. He must have placed a photograph in here for safekeeping. That's Tarman's son. He must have placed a photograph in here for safekeeping. Why don't we go and take it to him? This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son? I found this picture in your book. Is this your son? Thank you. Yes? He's still out there somewhere. Yes, borne along on the currents. He's still out there somewhere. With this right hand of mine, borne along on the currents. With this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain. Something akin to a phantom pain. You want to hear the story? Sure. You want to hear the story? I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher. Once tar currents were a key focus of mine. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies. In fact, this ship was originally built to facilitate my studies. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depth. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depth. Another avenue of research, you might say. We call them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed we call them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Reckoned if we caught like the closest we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. Maybe even the stranding. The tar, the tides. Hell, whoa. Maybe even the stranding.
She's a big one. Whoa. She's a big one.
Rip yourself in, son.
Car's looking calm.
Rip yourself fine, in, Pop. Son.
Car's looking calm. We'll be fine, Pop. You seeing this? You seeing this? I think she's pregnant. I think she's pregnant. Hey, Pop. This is weird. Hey, Pop? This is weird.
Storm! Storm!
Just like that, the tar took my boy. And just like that, along with him, the tar took my boy. And my hand along with him. At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn. At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
Attacked you after you caught the If I may ask a question, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb after you caught the chiral?
Yes.
Are you sure they came from within the
I'm not of
creature's
the
womb?
opinion that the hunters were its offspring. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring. Indeed.
Its womb merely serves as a
tar
gateway
and the
to
beach
the other side.
are connected. Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected. Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam.
I've known Tarman for quite a while now, but that was the first time I've heard him speak about his son in that fashion. But that was the first time I've heard him speak about his son in that fashion. It made me wish that I could do those feelings. Anything to ease his burden. Suppose that cat of his is in fact his son reborn. Why does it treat me as though I'm a threat? Is in fact his son reborn. Why does it treat me as though I'm a threat? Perhaps it's still a cat. Does it just hate me? Reincarnation or not,
nothing like a warm shower after a hard day's labor. Am I right, Sam? Nothing like a warm shower after a hard day's labor. Am I right, Sam?
extraction is a separate facility. This transfer to a sterilized pod is a separate facility.
Ready to proceed with corpse disposal. One.
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Sam, like your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes. This observatory is a critical facility that will help us to bring it online. Changes. You'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon. You'll need to link up another site of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
The next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge is waiting for you there. The next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. Connection has been established, Drawbridge is waiting for you on the DHV Magellan. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan. You can pick up the order from the delivery first met in the UCA. I'm looking forward to seeing you. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
Commencing route creation. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Delivery route finalized. Vehicle customization services. Vehicle customization services.
All right.
Process your order.
Hold on a minute. Are you down? And does this mean the drawbridge has finally come to the valley? Thank you. And does this mean the drawbridge has finally come to the valley? It's an honor to welcome you here. Thank you. I'm glad you could make it. It's an honor to welcome you here. Don't seem to be any significant issues with the contents. Don't seem to be any significant issues with the contents. Of all the things you could have brought us, where did you even find... Of all the things you could have brought us in the future, the next step involves a Cupid, yeah? We'll be hoping to see more of you in the future. The next step involves a Cupid, yeah? Okay.
Where's the...
Now displaying your current quarter grade. Now displaying your current quarter grade.
The connection looks strong and steady to me. That cargo you brought along is going to make a world of difference. Connection looks strong and steady to me. It will allow us to proceed with our terraforming along is going to make a world of difference. Hopefully, no more towns will have to allow us to proceed with our terraforming initiative. Oh, hopefully, no more towns will have to suffer with everyone down below us. Oh, I suspect you'll find it useful. Tar cannon data with everyone. See if it suits your needs. I suspect you'll find it useful and try to probably see if it suits your needs. I mentioned on your way up here. At a glance, it might look like nothing more than a cluster of massive boulders. At a glance, it might look like nothing more than a cluster of massive boulders. As the desert kept creeping closer, the town was abandoned. Places where they'd been forced to evacuate. As the desert kept creeping closer, the town was abandoned. They'd been forced to evacuate. Still, at least the exodus went to plan. Became BTs. There are no voidouts at any rate. Still, at least the exodus went to plan. This region was once filled with lush vegetation, over which birds soared. This region was once filled with lush vegetation, over which birds soared and serenaded desertification. Till all that swore to do everything in our power to bring back. Around the time we got started, the APAC we swore to do everything in our power to bring back. We've been able to achieve. Around the time we got started, the APAC people showed up. We have to. With their help, we've been able to achieve a modest. Tar cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to combat forest fires. Tar cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to combat forest fires. Precious resource. So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize precious resource contained within the earth. So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize the tar, making them one of the most effective methods to combat.
They leverage the charge viscosity, making them one of the most effective methods of simultaneously. When deployed on the ground, pick up the cannon and use it on the go as well, simultaneously. You'll be unable to pick up the cannon and use it on the go as well. But if you find yourself unable to refill its you'll need to figure out when to shoot and when to move. If you find yourself caught in a wildfire, you'll need to figure out when to shoot and when to move in order to make it out alive. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will. Thanks for everything. In particular, that Comrade. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will. In particular, looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river, directly opposite this shelter.
Right. Time to meet up with our comrade. Let's see. They should be around here. Time to meet up with our comrade. Let's see. They should be around here some.
Just a feeling for those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. Raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. So I just did, and I said I didn't like the way he got it. And I said I didn't like the way he got the things done. Raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. Raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. I know there's one looking. They say I know he looking. They say to me it won't be long. It won't be long till happiness and subtle dreams. Raindrops falling on my head. Raindrops falling on my head. But that doesn't mean my house will need to come. I'm never gonna stop the rain like complaining. I'm never gonna stop the rain like complaining. Because
I think I spooked her.
I really couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that. I really couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that before.
it won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me.
Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility. Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility.
Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were. Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm sorry about just now.
You're the picture of health, Rainey.
Didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainey.
You too, little man.
You had some kind of a trick for dealing with time fall. You had some kind of a trick for dealing with time fall.
Rainey,
Fragile.
it's been too long. Can't wait to see you again.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan. What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan. Fragile. Hi.
Hi.
Fragile. Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Chirograms are great, but nothing nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Chirograms are great, but nothing beats a hug. Well, I'm sure you already know. This is Rainey. Well, I'm sure you already know. She's a good friend of the cause. This is Rainey.
Really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
She's a good friend of the cause.
Glad to see you in good health.
Meet you, Sam. And it's so good to see you all again.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
To wake up to another order is just... I wish they could be a to wake up to another order is just... I wish they could be a bit more in such high spirits. She's grown so bright and energetic, almost unrecognizable from our first meeting. She's grown so bright and energetic, almost unrecognizable from our first meeting. A pity that her child shows no similar signs of quiet and withdrawn. She seemed averse to spending time with people, withdrawn. Dolls too. She seemed averse to spending time with dancing that got her dolls too. It was singing and dancing of a performer myself, though I've never showed anyone. Something of a performer myself. The Rainbow Valley greenhouses are the product of our researchers' hard work. The Rainbow Valley greenhouses are the product of our researchers' hard work. Those invaluable structures will endure for a good while yet. Those invaluable structures will endure for a good while yet. Looking clean as a whistle. Woo-hoo-hoo! Looking clean as a whistle.
Yeah, I'll stop here. Me.